And so when you say, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling happier about food, I'm eating more of what I'm wanting, we would say that's that emotional warm-up. But then you say, but I'm gaining weight. So the emotional journey that we're talking about is, if you will let your gauge not be the scale for a while, not be the physical results for a while, but let your gauge be your mood or your attitude, and you can maintain that for a little while, you'll begin to notice that once you get through that warm-up time, that your body will start to come into vibrational alignment with your improving expectation, until you can literally become one of those people who can say what you want and have it be by the power of your expectation, regardless of the physical behavior or action that is surrounding the situation. It is not necessary that you alter your behavior. It is necessary that you alter your thoughts regarding your behavior. And when you do, all things are possible. Truly they are.
Okay, that's what I want to hear.
Yeah. Be easy with it. Make food your friend. But you see, here's the thing. So let's talk just a little bit about the difference between downstream and upstream. So you tell us if these statements that we're about to give you feel downstream or upstream. And we're going to extract them from you, so we'll contour them to how you're feeling about all of this. I'm looking forward to my body responding to my desire. Is that a downstream statement or an upstream?
Downstream.
At times I do rather well with that. Downstream or upstream?
Downstream.
If I really had a handle on this, however, I don't think I would be gaining weight. Is that downstream or upstream?
Upstream.
Had a little resistance in it, didn't it? It's all right that I'm not getting the immediate manifestation that I seek while I'm finding my vibrational balance. Is that downstream or upstream? I do believe that my body does respond to my thoughts. Downstream or upstream? And I recognize I have a variety of thoughts, but I'm doing better and better at getting them in the direction that pleases me. Downstream or upstream? So now, as we played this game, it was pretty easy to feel which thoughts were helpful, or at least which thoughts were downstream, and which thoughts were upstream. We know you get that. In other words, you've been thinking about positive thoughts for a long time. And you can feel subtle differences even. So now, think about behavior. So now, you want to not only offer words or thoughts that are downstream, you want to offer behavior that feels downstream. So now you're thinking about eating something that you haven't been eating for a long time because you believe that it is not in alignment with the shrinking results that you're reaching for. And now you're getting ready to dive into it. You've decided to just push through and take the action anyway. Is that a downstream action or an upstream action?
Upstream.
It is, isn't it? In other words, we're not saying to you to stop paying attention to your behavior, because your behavior compounds whatever it is you've got going on vibrationally. We're suggesting that when you warm up with your thoughts and words, that then the behavior is easier to fall into alignment with too, you see, until you can reach the place where you can feel it and really mean it, that diving into that really feels downstream instead of upstream. So the rule of thumb that we would use is don't take action until you've lined up the energy first. And that's what we mean by spend at least as much time in warming up emotionally, vibrationally, as you do actually participating in the event of partaking of food. And as you begin doing that, you'll get your warm-up done, you'll get your energy lined up, you'll be flowing downstream. And when you're flowing downstream vibrationally, the behavior that used to feel upstream will stop feeling so upstream. And when the behavior that used to feel upstream feels downstream, now the whole of you is in alignment, and that's what that good, flowing, fast-moving metabolism is about. In other words, contradictory, I want it, but I want it, but I want it, but, is a body that isn't functioning in the way you really want it to be. But when you've lined up and lined up and lined up and lined up, now the behavior that you're inspired to won't be behavior of deprivation. It will be different behavior because the stream is flowing in a more powerful, less resistant way. Best description we've ever given about that.
It is. It is the best. Thank you very much.